Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
And very pleasant good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to our continuing coverage of Day 3 of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium on MyBasin.com. My name is Josh Eldridge, and in the second game of the day, it's the Calgary Premier taking on the Rock Springs Spartans. The Spartans designated the home team. They're out in the field right now. The starting pitcher is Owen Patterson. We'll get you some numbers on him in just a bit. The Calgary Blues, the Premier travel team, we'll call them the Calgary Premier throughout today's broadcast, are the visiting team today. The Rock Springs Spartans are 0-2. The Premier are 1-2. And still some seeding up in the air out of the National League in this bracket. We know that Nelson has booked a ticket to the semifinal, but now it is between Calgary Premier, Rock Springs Spartans, and the Clark County Cubs to see who takes this second spot. So Rock Springs is 0-2. They would need a victory to stay in the running for that. Again, the Clark County Cubs are already 1-2, so their fate is going to be sealed at the conclusion of this contest. If Calgary wins, they will be in. If they lose, we've got some tiebreakers to look at, and we'll talk with the tournament directors as the game continues when we talk about run differential and head-to-head wins and losses and all that sort of thing. There's a lot that could still be left undecided, and even the tournament organizers are afraid to make a prediction as to which way this one will go so far. But it looks like we're about ready for baseball here from Calgary Stadium. It's a little bit late of a start today. Started about 1:48 local time. This game was scheduled to start at 1 o'clock, but with the game previous running a little bit late, well, we're all running a little bit late this afternoon, but we're about ready for baseball from legendary Calgary Stadium in Klamath Falls, Oregon, about an hour and a half east of Interstate 5. Highway 97 runs right through town, and just about 20 minutes south of us, where our broadcast vantage point is facing, is the Oregon-California border. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1. It's fouled back. The count now 0-2. As Owen Patterson on the mound. Cooley is leading off for the Premier, followed by Herman Figueroa. Nick Souvet is batting third, then Ben Longo. Dylan Schaefer bats fifth, followed by Herkin hitting sixth. Ivers is batting seventh, followed by Tate Manu, then Lehman, then Quade Power. The order for the Calgary Premier, and it looks like Cooley got plunked by a pitch there, I think. And I think they're saying that he leaned into it even though it got him. And are they calling him out? Oh, okay. So that was a strikeout. All right. So one away in the inning, and that brings up Herman Figueroa. I think they're calling that, so it was an 0-2 count, and then the pitch came in and hit Cooley. I think they're saying he leaned into it, so they're calling it a strike. And I don't know. Want to know the count. Now a ball and a strike. So Cooley goes down on strikes. Figueroa batting now for the Calgary Blues Premier. Figueroa batting .320 this season, finds himself ahead in the count, 2-1 with one away in the inning. Owen Patterson on the mound for Rock Springs. He has started his fifth game today. This is his 8th appearance, and he's got a 6.0 ERA. The 2-2 is going to miss high. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Herman Figueroa Jr. Here's the full count pitch. Patterson's going to miss down and in with that pitch, so a 1-out walk for Figueroa brings up Nick Suve. Around the diamond for the Premier Ball Club, it's Cahill behind the dish, Ethan O'Brien at third, Sean Stone at short, Shelley at second, Pluitt at first, Sabin Carlson in left, Walker in center, and Carlson in right. And just to differentiate for you, the Carlson brothers, again, Sabin Carlson is in left, Colton Carlson in right. The count 1-0 to Sauvé. Here's the pitch. That was a fastball that missed high, 2-0. The 2-0. That one also maybe missed a bit inside as well, 3-0. On deck is Ben Longo, 1 away and a runner on first. Just getting started in the second game of the day from Calgary Stadium. Sauvé shows bunt, then pulls back. It's a called strike 1. 3-1 the count. Here it is. The 3-1 delivery is taken for ball 4. Missing low and away, so a walk puts 2 runners on for Ben Longo. And it looks like we're going to have a conference between the infield. Perfect time to remind you that this game wouldn't be possible without some wonderful sponsors here at Calgary Stadium. Henris Roofing, Les Schwab Tires, along with Pop Howard's, Diamond Home Improvement, Sherm's Thunderbird, and Howard's Meat Center. Along with our sponsors here at the station, Abby's Legendary Pizza, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club, Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union, Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty, and On Top Tree Services. The folks at Les Schwab Tires are sponsoring us both, so some special love to the folks at Les Schwab Tires. Bring your vehicle on in. Take advantage of their free pre-trip safety check. They know that being safe on the road is more than just about tires and wheels, so they'll check everything out for you. 3 locations in the basin. Washburn Way, South 6th Street in Klamath Falls, and 1 out in Merrill. Les Schwab Tires has been doing the right thing since 1952. Ben Longo to bat now after back-to-back 1-out walks off of Owen Patterson. The right-hander comes set and gets ready to deliver. That one is fouled straight back. 0-1. Quite the lead off of second by Figueroa when he takes it again. Watch him out there at second base. He backs all the way up, almost to the outfield grass before taking some steps in. Here's the 0-1. It is fouled off. 0-2. The 0-2 to Ben Longo as Patterson looks in, selects a pitch, grabs a sign from Cahill, and here it is. That one's going to come inside, and he called a ball, 1-2. Huge lead off a second by Figueroa once more. That one is fouled back, so we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. Longo this season batting .283 with an RBI opportunity here. He's got 26. He leads the team. He takes ball 2 down and in. 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball out towards third, past the diving glove of O'Brien. They're going to wave around Figueroa. The throw in is going to be late, and Figueroa scores, and the ball skips past him. Suve going to score as well. A 2 RBI single, and on the play, Longo advances to second. And so we've got a 2-0 ball game in the top of the first. Ben Longo picks up his team leading 28th RBI of the season with that single, and that will bring up Dylan Schaefer. Schaefer getting his first crack at Patterson today. Already 2 runs home and a runner at second. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch by Schaefer, 0-1. The shortstop, Stone, is the one that's coming over to cover for Longo. Here's the pitch. It is popped foul behind third base, 0-2. On deck is Carter Herkin. The pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-2. Calgary Premier wearing their light blue uniforms today. And the Rock Springs Spartans wearing all white as the foul ball keeps the count 0-2. Lead off a second by Longo, so he kind of just stands behind the second base bag before taking a bigger lead. Here's the pitch. It is lifted in the air to left field. Carlson back a couple of steps, and he'll make the catch for the second out. 2 away for Carter Herkin. Herkin this season batting .280. Looking to grab another run here in the top of the first. Right now, his team leading 2-0. Oh, 0-2 count to Herkin. Or pardon me, the first pitch to Herkin is taken for a strike. Here's the pitch. It is fouled back. 0-2. Carter Herkin awaits the 0-2. Here's the pitch. It is a check swing. Missed outside, 1-2. The 1-2 misses wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. It is lifted foul down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This count remains. Runner at second is Ben Longo. Here's the pitch. Check swing is going to miss the zone for ball 3. This will be the 32nd pitch for Owen Patterson in this first inning. Here's the pitch. It is a line drive. Gets past the outstretched glove of Stone. They're waving around Longo to score. The throw in from center is in time, but Cahill can't control it, so Longo's going to score. An RBI single from Herkin. He advances to second on the throw, a 3-0 ball game. Brings up Justin Ivers. Ivers batting .259 this season. And Calgary up on Rock Springs 3-0. First pitch to the left-handed hitting Ivers is called strike one. Shortstop Stone covering the runner at second. Line drive into center field. That's in there for a base hit. They're going to wave around Herkin. He's going to score with ease. The ball bounces past Walker in center. Now rounding second and header for third is Herkin. He could go all the way. They're sending him to go home. The throw in is wild, and Herkin with an inside the park home run. Touch them all, young man. Your team leads 5-0. It's a line drive into center field, and Walker couldn't corral it in center, so Herkin was going to score regardless. But when that ball rolled to the fence, Ivers turned on the Jets, came around to score for an inside-the-park home run. One error on the play. The error is going to be attributed to Walker in center for letting that ball roll past him. But still an exciting play, and it gives Premier a 5-0 lead. That'll bring up Tate Manu with the bases empty and 2 outs. Manu takes one high, 1-0. The 1-0 is called strike one. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed on the slider from Patterson. The count of ball and 2 strikes now. Count remains 1-2. We're still in the top of the first inning. A 5-0 win. The 1-2. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even at 2. The delivery from Patterson is popped up behind second base. The shortstop Stone getting under it, battling the sun, and makes the catch to retire the side. 5 runs on 3 hits. 1 error for the Spartans. We go to the bottom half with Premier over Rock Springs. Our continuing coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Bottom of the first inning in a 5-0 ball game, getting the nod for the Calgary Blues. It looks like, well, we'll find out. Adam Lehman pitching for Calgary. Goes up against a lineup from the Spartans that looks like this. Owen Patterson, the catcher, leads off, followed by Kyle Cahill, the catcher. Sean Stone, the shortstop, bats third. Walker batting cleanup, followed by Ethan O'Brien, the third baseman. After that, it's going to be Caden Pluid, then Hudson Conrad, followed by Sabin Carlson, Chase Shelley, and Colton Carlson, the starting 10 for the Spartans. Here's the first pitch. It's taken high, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Taken for a strike. 1-1. Owen Patterson, again, leading things off for the Spartans. This year, he's batting .470. He's done a nice job in the leadoff spot for this squad. He takes the 1-1 fastball inside, now 2-1. Here's the 2-1. It is taken for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Patterson having a battle now. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball on the outer third. Got him looking. Patterson goes down. And we'll get you the defensive starters. Behind the dish, Justin Iverson. Tate Manu at third. Herman Figueroa at short. Carter Herkin at second. Ben Longo at first. Travis Cooley in left. Dylan Schaefer in center. And Quade Power in right. Cahill to bat now, getting his first look at things today. A ball. This is 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That is a ground ball to first. Longo plays it on a hop and takes it to the bag himself for the second out. And we'll bring up Sean Stone, the shortstop for Rock Springs. Stone this year batting .494 in 105 plate appearances. He's got 42 base hits, including a home run this season. 34 RBI, second on the team in that metric. Here's the first pitch to Sean Stone. Takes one on the upper right-hand part of the zone to the right-handed hitting Stone. 0-1. The right-hander Lehman delivers the 0-1. That one's going to be taken, ball and a strike. On deck is Walker, hoping to get a chance. Here's the 1-1. Slider misses wide. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is from the windup. Lehman delivers. Swung on and missed on the changeup. Looked to be 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 on the way. It's going to bounce to Ivers. So the count runs full now, 3-2. Three-two misses wide. A walk. Gets Stone on base. Batting now is Aiden Walker, who hits .540 this season. Walker batting from the right side, bats with 2 away and a runner on first. It's Stone. Fastball misses high, maybe a little bit inside. Ball and a strike. Here's the 1-2. It's taken for ball 2. Lead off a first from Stone. Here's the 2-0. It's taken low for ball 3. Ethan O'Brien waiting on deck for the Rock Springs Spartans, still in the bottom of the first. That is going to be called strike 1, so battling back into the at-bat now is Lehman. Lead off a first from Stone. Here's the 3-1. Called strike 2 on the fastball on the outer third. Full count pitch. Full count pitch. The runner Stone will be on the move, and it's going to be strike 3 called. And Walker can't believe it. That might have been an inch off the plate, but the inning is over. 5-0 the score as we go to the top of the second inning, and the Calgary Premier Ball Club leads. We're going to continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on mybasin.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Getting ready for the top of the second inning, 5-0 Calgary leads Rock Springs. Owen Patterson entering his second inning of work. He threw 40 pitches in the first inning, gave up 3 hits, 5 runs, just 3 of them earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1 in that first inning. Leading off for Calgary is going to be Lehman. Adam Lehman. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes it for a strike on the inner third. 0-1. Lehman this season with the Calgary Premier squad has been with them for 18 games now. He's batting .281. They count a ball and a strike. It'll be Lehman, Quade Power, and then back to the top of the Calgary order for 9, 10, and 1 this half. Here's the 1-1. That is a line drive into right field, a leadoff single for Adam Lehman. Fourth hit of the day for Calgary, and that brings up Quade Power, the 16-year-old playing with the 18U ball club. Power this season hitting .243 and 20 RBI for him on the season. That is good for fourth on the team. That was Lehman who just got the base hit, the pitcher, so we'll see if they throw a courtesy runner out there, and they will. Looks like Ryan Bond. Quade Power bats from the left side. He's got some speed coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so even on a ground ball, you're not guaranteed a double play with Power running the base paths. Patterson coming set. Here's the first pitch. It is waved at and missed. Power ahead of the off-speed pitch, 0-1. Sean Stone playing way over for double play depth. A lot of real estate on the left side of the infield, and now Bond takes off. The throw is late, and Bond swipes second. That pitch missed. It's 1-1 to Power, and that gets rid of the double play possibility. It's a good throw by the catcher Cahill, but Bond got a great jump off of first base and slid in safely. Now takes a big lead off a second. That's a fly ball deep to right field in foul territory and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to Power. At second base, it's Bond. And if he can, watch how big of a lead he took. See if he does it again and if Patterson decides to make a move on him. The pitch is the two-seam fastball that came inside and broke back over the plate. Strike 3 called. 1 away. Back to the top of the Calgary order for Travis Cooley. Cooley is 0 for 1 today. He struck out. Breaking pitch missed. Might have been a bit high, 1-0. Big lead off of second by Bond. Here's the pitch. It is a line drive to left field, and that's going to get down foul. Count moves now to a ball and a strike. In the top of the second inning, Calgary leads 5-0. Game 2 starting a little bit later than usual. So 45-minute delay after the conclusion of the first game of the day, which ended 6-4 in favor of the Nelson Baseball Club. Ball and 2 strikes now to Cooley. The 1-2 is a bouncing ball foul. Count will remain 1-2. And the reason I bring up the late start is that this one likely to extend past the about 3:15 cutoff for the game. So likely the third game of the day, which is going to be between the Lander Logos and the Calgary AAA Blues, will likely be on a little bit of a later start as well. Here is the 1-2 pitch. It is taken outside, 2-2. Cooley settles back in. Hits one out towards second base, and that's Paschelli into right field. Coming around home is Bond. The throw is going to be late. Bond will score. Now headed for second is Cooley, and he's going to get in there. Score now 6-0 in favor of Calgary, and the runner at second is Cooley. This brings up Herman Figueroa, who is without an at-bat today. He walked in his first plate appearance. Two-seam fastball runs away from the left-hander. 1-0. Lead off of first by Cooley. Curveball will find the zone. Figueroa shaking his head, but the count's even, 1-1. That's a changeup on the outer third, 1-2, and both pitchers, Patterson and Lehman, both getting a couple of inches off the outside part of the plate to all these guys. The 1-2 is a bouncing ball to first. Pluid gloves it, takes it to the first base bag himself, and will record the second out. But in the meantime, Cooley is going to advance to third. So runner at third with 2 away for Nick Sauvé. Sauvé this season, he actually leads, second on the team in RBI at 25 this season. He bats .366. Here's the pitch. That one skips away from Cahill, but Cooley going to stay put. 1-0. Six runs, 5 hits, no errors for Premier. No runs on no hits, 1 error. We're in the top of the second for the Spartans. Here's the 1-0. That is an off-speed pitch called for a strike inside to the right-handed hitting Sauvé. The 1-1 is a line drive into left field. That's going to score Cooley. An RBI single for Sauvé. Takes a big turnaround first, but he's going to stay there. Score now 7-0 Calgary with 2 away in the top of the second. That'll bring up Ben Longo, who's 1 for 1 today with 2 RBI already. Patterson looking to just get out of this inning. He's had 2 outs, and then 3 base hits have scored 2 runs this inning. The 1-0. As Patterson looks in, gathers the sign from Cahill, checks his runner, and the pitch. Runner on the move from first, Sauvé down to second. The throw is late, and Sauvé slides in safely. So he advances to second on the 1-0 pitch. It missed, so the count 2-0 at the plate to Longo. Another opportunity for the team leader in RBI. Longo's got 28 this season. So in a hitter's count, the 2-0 is going to miss inside to the lefty. 3-0. Definite hitter's count for Longo. He can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot and drive it. We'll see what he's looking for here. Patterson comes set, the pitch. That is going to be on the outside. Longo didn't like the look of that one, so count moves now to 3-1. You can be selective when you got a count in your favor, your team's up. Runner on second. Here's the 3-1. Longo takes the pitch, and Sauvé moving to third, and he slides in safely. And so it's a full count as Longo took the outside changeup. Now the runner just 90 feet away at third. Here's the pitch. That is going to be taken high. Longo aboard at first. That was the 65th pitch of the ball game for Owen Patterson. And the manager for Rock Springs, Mr. Michael Walker, is coming out to have a conversation with Owen Patterson. So just a reminder of how the standings have shaped up through the first 2.5 days of this tournament. In the American League, which has the Falcons, the Logos, the Blues, and Kelso, well, Kelso and Klamath are both 2-0, so they have booked a ticket to the semifinal. Now, those 2 teams play tonight in the 7 o'clock game. to decide who's the number 1 seed and who's the number 2 seed. As far as this game right now, if Calgary holds on to win, still a lot of baseball left to go, but if they hold on to win, they'll be 2-1, and they will lock up the other semifinal spot. And it looks like we've got a new pitcher coming in for Calgary, so we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get you all the changes as Sean Stone takes the ball for Calgary when we come back on mybasin.com. The score 7-0 Calgary.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Sean Stone on the mound now for the Rock Springs Spartans. Reset the defense for you in just a minute. Dylan Schaefer at the plate as Longo takes off. He's going to steal second with ease. And so now 2 runners in scoring position for the Calgary Premier. Owen Patterson switched on over to short. Sean Stone now pitching. That's the only defensive change for the Spartans. Big shot to right field. Going back is the right fielder, Carlson. He is under it to put that one away for the third and final out, but not before Calgary pushes across 2 runs. They lead 7-0 going to the bottom half of the second as we continue your coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest at Calgary Stadium, basin.com.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Bottom of the second inning, and Calgary leads 7-0 over Rock Springs. Due up this half for the Spartans, it's going to be Ethan O'Brien. Then Caden Pluid, and then Hudson Conrad. The first pitch into O'Brien is called strike one. That pitch to O'Brien finds the outside of the zone, 0-2. Sometimes you got to specify what's over the zone and what's over the plate. Here's the 0-2. Fouled back, count remains 0-2. The right-hander Lehman into his second inning of work. Struck out 2 already this game. Make it 3 as he got O'Brien looking. First out this inning. Caden Pluid batting now, the starting first baseman for the Spartans. Looking at some of the numbers for Pluid this season. He's batting .246, behind in the count 0-1. The 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed on the high fastball. Pluid chased that one out of the zone, now 0-2. Pitch from Lehman is swung on and missed. Same pitch, same spot, and Pluid went after it for a second time in a row. 2 outs after 2 quick strikeouts for Lehman. That will bring up Hudson Conrad. Conrad this season batting .378. This is his 17th game with the club this season. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Another elevated fastball, and Lehman must be make this pitch really good. That's 3 straight elevated fastballs that the Spartans have chased out of the zone. We'll see what he goes with here on the 0-1. That one is a fastball on the outside corner. 0-2. Lehman from the windup, the 0-2, is swung on and missed and blew it right by Conrad for the third strike as he strikes out the side. 7-0 as we go now to the top of the third in the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on Basin.com.
Services have one of the highest buckets in town. No job too small, no tree too tall. Operating since 2017, this crew's ready for your land clearing, tree removal, tree trimming, stump grinding, and fire prevention. On Top Tree Services offers same-day estimates. I can't mention this enough. If a tree falls on your house or vehicle, they offer a 24/7 emergency tree or limb removal. Give them a call today at 541-882-8707. On Top Tree Services, fast, easy, and reliable. CCB 216014.
Top of the third inning, 7-0, and Calgary in the lead. Leading off this inning for Calgary, it's going to be Justin Ivers. Here's the pitch. Comes in for a strike. 0-1. Carter Herkin leading things off for the Blues. So it's Herkin, Ivers, then Manu batting this half for Calgary as they look to expand upon a 7-0 lead. Pitch comes in high and tight, lays off 1-1. Herkin today 1 for 1 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. Matter of fact, for Herkin, it was an inside the park home run his first time up. The 1-2. Taken for strike 3 called. And that's one down in the top of the third. That brings up Justin Ivers. The catcher is 1 for 1 today. He's scored a run. Left-handed batting Ivers. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses wide, 1-0. Ivers for Calgary this season hitting .259. Here's the 1-0. Misses wide again, 2-0. The 2-0 on the way to Justin Ivers. That is a fastball that misses wide again, so 3-0. Ivers and Manu waits in the wings. Outfield played relatively deep. Carlson only a few paces removed from the warning track in right field. The right-hander Stone back on the rubber. Here's the delivery, the 3-0. Nope, and time is called, it looks like. So we'll try it again, the 3-0. That's going to be ball 4, down and away from the lefty, so he's on base with a 4-pitch walk, and that brings up Tate Manu. Manu 0 for 1 today. Looking to get a rally started for his ball club and extend their 7-0 lead. They scored 5 in the first and 2 more in the second. Runner on first and 1 away in the third. Pitch in the dirt and is going to get past Cahill. Up at second is Ivers as he advances on the pass ball. The 0-1 as Stone comes set with it, and the pitch. It is going to skip away from Cahill. Ivers on the move to third. The throw's not in time, and Ivers now just 90 feet away from scoring, and the count a ball and a strike to Tate Manu. Small lead off a third from Ivers. He takes a few more steps down the line. The third baseman O'Brien holding him. The pitch home is a called strike, 1-2. And again, both of these pitchers work in the outside part of the zone really well today. Now, they are getting maybe an inch or so off the plate in each at bat, but they are using that and taking advantage of it. The 1-2 is lifted into right field. Carlson in, Shelley back. The second baseman makes the catch, but tagging from third is Ivers, and he is going to score. 8-0. Calgary leads in the top of the third. Good catch by the second baseman, Shelley, to battle the sun on the run backwards, but that doesn't stop the run from scoring. 2 away in the top of the third. Adam Lehman to bat now for Calgary. Lehman batting .281 on the season. The pitcher looking to get a 2-out rally started. He's ahead of the breaking ball, 0-1. Stone delivers. That one came in behind Lehman. If he had turned his shoulders, that probably would have caught him. Ball and a strike now. continuing to warm up this afternoon. So we'll be reaching 90 degrees here pretty soon in Klamath Falls. Here's the 1-1. That is going to be called strike 2. Ground ball to short. Up with it is Patterson. The throw is going to bounce to Pluitt, and it skips past him. Putting that in the books is an E6 as Lehman reaches first with 2 outs. And that is going to bring up Quade Power. Quade Power is 0 for 1 today. He struck out in his only plate appearance so far today. Looking to keep a 2-out rally going after the error allowed Lehman to reach first. Second error of the day for the Spartans. Here's the pitch. It's an inside fastball that misses. 1-0. The 1-0. It is taken, the off-speed pitch, middle in for a strike. The 1-1, runner on the move, Bond to second. The throw is late, and he is in there standing. That was a called strike. Bond came in to run for Lehman, so he's at second. Quite a big lead off of second base, too. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Power. Here it is. It is a one-hopper out to second. Shelley on the hop. Throw on to first will end the inning. But the Calgary Premier Ball Club scores 1 in the inning. They lead 8-0 over the Rock Springs Spartans in our continuing coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium on my.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bottom of the third inning, and it's going to be Sabin Carlson to lead things off for the Rock Springs Spartans. They find themselves down 8-0 against Calgary in the bottom of the third. Sabin Carlson, Shelley, and then Colton Carlson. That's Chase Shelley. It's the 0-1 count. This is wide, a ball and a strike. Efficient day so far for the pitcher Lehman through 2 innings, just 1 walk and 5 Ks. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Carlson chases the breaking pitch out of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2, here it is. It is a foul ball right into the Calgary dugout. As it bounces around, the count remains 1-2. Outfield a few steps in. Schaefer in center. The left fielder Cooley a few steps in as well. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. So it's a 2-2 count. The pitch from Lehman is a deep fly ball to left field. It will go foul. Chase Shelley waits on deck. Left fielder Cooley now a few steps closer to the line. Here's the 2-2. It's going to be taken high and away. Count runs full, 3-2. This will be the 36th pitch of the day for Lehman. Here's the full count. It is swung on and missed, and down goes Carlson for the first out. Chase Shelley to bat now. 6 strikeouts on the day for Lehman. Shelley steps into the right-handed batter's box. Awaits the first pitch from Lehman. Here it is. Going to be taken outside. 1-0. A quick look at the stats for Shelley. He's batting .397 this year, out in front of the changeup, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. It is taken for a strike, 1-2. Lehman with the 1-2. It is fouled back. Count remains 1-2. Lehman, 40 pitches so far. At 45, he'll be unavailable for a potential semifinal appearance tomorrow, but he would be available for Saturday. For Sunday. Once he gets up to 75, he's done for the tournament, so pitch count is something we've got to start keeping track of for Lehman, even though he's been dealing this afternoon. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Chase Shelley. From the windup, here's the 2-2 from Lehman. It's going to be taken outside. The count runs full now, 3-2. On deck is Colton Carlson, the 3-2. It is a ground ball over towards short. Figueroa over. Long throw across the diamond, and Longo blocks it, but he can't secure it, so safe on the play is Shelley on what will likely go in the books as a base hit, and it does. So the Spartans finally in the hit column with 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd, and that will bring up the 10th hitter in the order, Colton Carlson. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The fastball gets by Carlson, 0-1, the count from Lehman. This will be the 45th pitch, so they're content to let Lehman rest tomorrow. The 0-1. Taken for strike 2. A good hard fastball on the outer 3rd. 0-2. Middle infield, a double play depth. Figueroa at short, Herkin at second. The pitch. It is swung on and missed, and down goes Carlson on strikes. 2 outs, and a runner on first is Shelley. Back to the top of the order now for the Spartans. It's Owen Patterson, who's 0 for 1. He struck out in his lone plate appearance. Move over to first, and Shelley's back safe. A hard hit ball to short, skips over Figueroa and into left field for a 2-out single. Patterson aboard at first, Shelley to second. That brings up Kyle Cahill, batting .437 this season. Lehman in his first bit of trouble this game. It'll still take a base hit from Cahill to score the run. He's 0 for 1 today. But back-to-back singles give the Spartans their best opportunity to score a run this afternoon. Lehman comes set. Here's the pitch. It is flared out to right field. Diving catch by the second baseman, Herkin. My goodness, what a play to end the inning to keep the shutout intact. 8-0 the score as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and Calgary leads as we continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Regional Tournament on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Travis Cooley leading things off for the Calgary Premier here in the top of the fourth inning. They lead 8-0 over the Rock Springs Spartans. Calgary, if they hold on for a win, will book a trip to the semifinal tomorrow afternoon and relegate the Spartans to the consolation games. But still a lot of baseball to go. We're only in the top of the fourth. Cooley leading things off for Calgary today so far. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. He struck out in his other plate appearance. Cooley, Figueroa, then Sauvé. Third time through the order for the pitcher for Rock Springs. That is Sean Stone. Here's the delivery. Off-speed pitch, had Cooley guessing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-1. The 0-1 on the way to Cooley. Taken outside, down and away. Ball and a strike now to Cooley. Sean Stone in his relief appearance to this point in the ball game. 1 1/3. He's given up 1 and struck out 1. Cooley behind on the heater, 1-2. The pitch. It is flared out to right field. That's in for a leadoff single for Travis Cooley. A nice 2-for-3 day that he's building on, and he's aboard with nobody out. 7th hit of the ball game for Calgary. And that's Herman Figueroa stepping in. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Or pardon me, 0 for 1 with a walk. And Cooley's got some speed off of first base. We'll see if anything is working here. The pitch. It's going to come inside. Almost got Figueroa, but out of the way. Count 1-0. Home. Taken for a strike. The count is even now with nobody out and Cooley on first. Couple more games still left to go today. Later on, the Lander Logos take on the AAA Blues, and the nightcap is the Falcons taking on Kelso Premier as the ball is hit, grounded into right field for a single. So Figueroa aboard on first after a base hit, and that will bring up Nick Sauvé. Sauvé today, 1 for 1 with an RBI. He's also walked. The first pitch. It is taken wide, 1-0. Cahill gives the sign behind the dish to Stone. He comes set and the pitch. Taken for a strike on the elevated fastball, 1-1. Cooley's lead off a second. Pretty sizable, and the second baseman, Shelley, holding him. Slider misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1 is looked at low for ball 3. On deck is Ben Longo. The cleanup hitter, hoping for an opportunity to clean him up. The 3-1 is set with Stone. Here's the pitch. It is fouled back and the count runs full. Nobody out. Cooley at second, Figueroa at first. Big gap on the right side of the infield with Shelley holding the runner and Pluid playing close to the bag. Here's the 3-2. Fouled back, we'll do it again. Outfield play pretty deep, especially in right. Carlson a few steps back. Ready for the full count pitch. Here it is. That is popped up. Foul territory behind third base. O'Brien ranging over and makes the catch for the first out. And now we'll bring up Ben Longo. He is 1 for 1 today. He's also walked, but that one hit was an 2 RBI double. Hoping for similar fortunes here. The lefty steps in. Stone comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike called to Longo, 0-1. Longo smashes one to right field. Moving over is Carlson, the right fielder, to make the catch. Now tagging from second is Cooley. The throw is late, and so he will advance to third. Now 2 outs in the inning. And runners at the corners as Cooley advances. This brings up Dylan Schaefer, who's 0 for 2. Schaefer looking to leave his mark on this ball game. Again, he's 0 for 2 to this point. Lefty steps in. Here's the pitch. It is flared out to left field. Left fielder Carlson under it to make the catch and end the inning. 8-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. As we continue your coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium on myson.com.
Trying to lose weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Leading off this inning for the Spartans is Sean Stone, looking to get his team back in the game. Right now they're down 8-0 to Calgary in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Stone, Walker, then O'Brien. Stone so far today without an at-bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. The right-hander settles in against Adam Lehman into his fourth inning of work. Stone started the game at short for the Spartans, now is the pitcher, hoping to get something going for himself. Here's the pitch. That is a fastball. Finds the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And Stone looking surprised at that strike call, although both pitchers, again, have been given the outside corner quite a lot today. The 0-1 misses wide, 1-1. So at this point, you know what the strike zone is. I mean, we're through 3.5 innings. You got to know that you got to protect the outside corner today. Here's the 1-1. Pitch misses wide, 2-1. The 2-1. That is taken for ball 3. 3-1. And news has come down that there's an ice cream truck at Calgary Stadium. If you come on out tonight for the Falcons game at 7 o'clock, you can enjoy a nice cold scoop to beat the heat. Here's the 3-1. It's going to miss wide. And A walk to begin the inning will bring up Aiden Walker. Aiden Walker, that's now from the right side. Walker today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Walker this season batting .540. Takes a strike. The 0-1. Misses high. Ball and a strike. Bottom of the fourth inning, and Calgary leads Rock Springs 8-0. Lead off of first by Stone, a few steps off the bag. It's a pretty modest lead. Here's the 1-1. He takes off. Throw down to second is laid, and Stone slides in safely. That was a called strike 2. And so now Walker a chance to try to get the opening run of the ball game across for the Spartans. Swing and a miss as Walker goes down on strikes for the first out in the inning. Brings up Ethan O'Brien, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Lehman just recorded his 8th punch out of the game. Here's the pitch. That is a weak fly ball behind second base, but it finds grass as now advancing to third is Stone. He's going to get in there safely, and that just goes to show you the ball doesn't have to be hit hard for it to be a base hit. As O'Brien just kind of pushed that one into right field, but he's aboard at first with a 1-out single. Brings up Caden Pluid. Pluid this season is batting .246. He's got 13 runs batted in this season, as his team is hoping for him to come up big and get across that first run of the ball game. Right now they're trailing 8-0. The pitch to Pluid is going to be taken high, 1-0. Lead off of first by O'Brien. We'll see if there's anything moving on the base paths here. O'Brien takes off. The throw down is going to be in time, and they got him trying to swipe second. So now 2 outs and a runner at third. Pluid still batting and a 2-0 count to him. As that changes the complexion of this inning, now it's going to need a base hit from Pluid to score that run. Here's the 2-0. Pitch misses away, 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Comes inside, and Pluid aboard with a walk. Runners at the corners will bring up Hudson Conrad. Conrad today 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but this season, Conrad batting .378. Got 18 RBI this season and a runner coming in for Pluid. And that will likely be a sub, not just a courtesy runner, so we'll see who that is out there at first running for Pluid. Conrad still at the dish, waiting his first pitch. It's going to be Caden Mikesell on the base paths for the Spartans. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Conrad behind the fastball. 0-1. Conrad, the very back of the batter's box against Lehman. Here's the 0-1. That one is hit deep to left field. Cooley, couple of steps over, and he will make the grab in left to end the inning. The Spartans leave 2 stranded. They're still searching for their first run. They trail 8-0 as we head to the top of the 5th as we continue your coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on iBasin.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
And we're back in the top of the fifth inning in an 8-0 ball game as the Calgary Premier Ball Club is leading the Rock Springs Spartans 8-0. The 1-0 pitch. This is inside now, 2-0. Carter Herkin batting now for the Blues. Sean Stone still on the bump for the Rock Springs Spartans. The count 2-0. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that came right off and nailed Herkin right in the ankle on the foul ball. He's going to need a minute to walk that off. Those ones hurt. 2 balls and a strike to him. Fine time to remind you, though, that the wonderful sponsors here at Calgary Stadium that make today's broadcast possible, like Henris Roofing, Les Schwab Tires, and Pop Howard's, Diamond Home Improvement, Sherm's Thunderbird, and Howard's Meat Center. A right-hander warming up in the Calgary bullpen. Can't quite see who it is, and no action in the bullpen for Rock Springs. The 2-1 is lifted to right field. If it stays fair, it's a base hit, but that one's just going to slice foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out for Carter Herkin. Today he's 1 for 2 with an RBI. He's also struck out. The 2-2. That one's going to bounce to the plate. Count runs full, 3-2 to the first batter here in the top of the fifth. Herkin steps back in, the righty. looking for something to hit. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That is going to be taken for ball 4, low and out of the zone. Runner aboard at first, and that'll bring up Justin Ivers, who is 1 for 1. He's also walked today. He's came around to score both times. The lefty getting ready to step in here. One-0 count to Ivers. So he gets jammed on the fastball, fouls it off, 1-1. Herkin on first, Ivers at the dish, and Tursa on deck. The 1-1. That one comes in and skips to the plate. Herkin advancing to second, and he will get in there standing. 2-1. Ivers again, 1 for 2 today, or 1 for 1 with an RBI. Stone comes set with the 2-1. Here's the pitch. That is going to miss low, and Cahill kept it in front of him, so no runners moving. The count 3-1. 50th pitch of the afternoon coming up for Sean Stone. Threw a few yesterday. So you got to wonder where he's at with pitch count for the tournament and how Rock Springs will decide to use him. As it's a swing and a miss, runs the count full. 3-2. The pitch to Ivers is taken for ball 4. And so runners at first and second now for Jackson Tursa. Tursa, the 16-year-old. We look at some stats for him with the Premier Ball Club. Tursa this season batting .231, but there is a meeting at the mound as Coach Walker, the Rock Springs Spartans, comes out to visit with his team. Again, later on today, after the conclusion of this game, the Lander Logos from Wyoming will take on the Calgary AAA Blues. Each of those teams 0-2, both searching for their first win, so someone's going to make it in with that first win. Both of those teams, though, are relegated to the consolation games on Saturday, as Kelso Premier and Klamath Falls have already solidified spots in the semifinals. Now, those two teams play at 7 o'clock tonight, that team from Washington and the Klamath Falls Falcons, to decide who gets the first seed coming out of the American League and who gets the second seed coming out of the American League. So Tursa to bat with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. It is a strike called on the outer third, 0-1. Herkin at second, Ivers aboard at first. Tursa getting his first look at Stone today. The 0-1 is a line drive into left field. They're going to wave around Herkin to score. The throw is going to be wide, takes him off the bag, and Herkin is going to score. An RBI single for Jackson Tursa makes it a 9-0 ball game. Ivers remained at second and Tursa aboard at first for Adam Lehman. Nobody out for Adam Lehman. Here's the pitch. It's taken outside for a ball, 1-0. 55th pitch of the afternoon coming up for Sean Stone. The 1-0 is fouled back, evens the count at 1. Again, if Calgary holds on to win this game, they will earn a spot in the semifinal tomorrow. They're battling for the number 2 seed out of the National League, which means they would play at 4 o'clock tomorrow if they hold on and win. That was a ball, 2-1 inside. They're battling for the number 2, National League 2 seed, which would play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Called strike 3 to Lehman. And that will bring up Quade Power. Zach Wagstaff hitting for Power, so he's getting his first look at things with 1 away and 2 runners on. The pitch. Wagstaff lifts one in foul territory down the right field line. It will get out of play. Oh, that guy almost made a play with his hat out there on the patio. Zach Wagstaff at the plate. You take a look at the numbers for Wagstaff this season. He's batting .286. Here's the 0-1. Wagstaff, a ground ball out towards second. Shelley, toss on to Patterson for 1. The throw on to first is in time, and they got him with a double play, and that will end the inning. Premier scores 1 in the inning. They lead 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th as we continue your coverage of the Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on mybasin.com.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Getting ready for the bottom of the 5th inning, and Calgary leading the Rock Springs Spartans 9-0. Adam Lehman still on the bump for the Canadian Ball Club. He's got 64 pitches as we enter the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Sabin Carlson to bat for the Premier Blues. For the Spartans. Carlson, Shelley, then Carlson. First pitch is a called strike to Sabin Carlson. 0-1 to this point in the ball game. Lehman's got 8 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. It is swung on and missed. Now 0-2. Carlson in for the 0-2. Here it is. It is looked at for ball 1. Must have been low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The count, it is lined into center field. Over is Schaefer. He's going to make the grab for the first out. Shelley is 1 for 1 today. Looking to get the rally started. His team still scoreless. They're down 9-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Lehman. It's taken high and away, 1-0. Ball and no strikes to Shelley. That is hit in the air to shallow left field. Cooley coming in, and he will make the grab for the second out. First pitch to Colton Carlson is going to miss wide, 1-0. Outfield in a couple of steps for Carlson, the number 10 hitter in the order. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Here's the 1-0. That is a fastball that catches the inside corner, and a called strike 1 on the heater. The 1-1 on the way from Lehman. Swung on and missed. Carlson behind the fastball. Ball and 2 strikes. On deck, hoping to get a chance, is Owen Patterson, the leadoff hitter for the Spartans. Here's the 1-2. It is batted foul, well out of play and into the parking lot towards the Klamath County Fairgrounds, which are behind us here at Calgary Stadium. Klamath County Fair beginning in a couple of weeks. A lot of great shows coming to the fairgrounds. Rodney Atkins on August 4th, Martina McBride on August 5th at the Event Center. Grab your tickets at KlamathCountyFair.com. The fastball comes in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that is 75 pitches, and that is probably the cap for Lehman if they want to use him again on Sunday. He's pitched a fine ball game, and that will likely do it for him. Lehman exiting the game with 4 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs. He walked 3. He struck out 8 batters today. He's pitched a fine game. We'll get the changes for you when we come back in our continuing coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
New pitcher in the game is Corbin Mossop for the Calgary Blues. He inherits a 2-2 count. The first pitch is fisted down the first base line, foul. And for the Blues, Corbin Mossop, we'll take a look at the numbers for him. Mossop, 26 innings pitched this year. This is his 10th appearance with the Premier Ball Club. He's got an ERA of 4.8. Still in a 2-2 count with nobody on to Colton Carlson. Here's the pitch. It's going to miss outside. A couple other defensive changes for the Calgary Premier Ball Club as Zach Wagstaff joins the game in right field. Tursa at third. Here's the full count pitch. Taken for strike 3, called. Carlson can't believe it. And that'll be called strike 3 as the Rock Springs Spartans go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 5th. We're headed to top of 6 next as Calgary leads 9-0 on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Top of the order for Calgary in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Travis Cooley, Herman Figueroa, and Nick Suve in the bottom of the 5th. No, pardon me, the top of the 6th. Calgary up 9-0. So far for Cooley today, 2 for 3 and an RBI. He's also struck out. Cooley stepping in now. Cooley, a .314 hitter this season, trying to get a rally started, jump out even more in front, build upon this lead that they've got themselves, up 9-0 over the team from Wyoming, Rock Springs. The pitch is taken away, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is hitting the left field, and making the catch is Carlson in left, pardon me. That is one away in the inning. Sabin Carlson with the grab brings up Herman Figueroa. Figueroa 1 for 2 today. He's also walked and scored a run. Left-hander stepping in now. Here's the pitch. Taken outside the two-seamer. It's 1-0. The pitch is a ground ball to first, gloved by Pluid. What a play. Nice play by O'Brien, pardon me, to secure that baseball and make the play. Nick Sauvé batting now. Sauvé 1 for 2 today. He's walked and scored a run to this point in the game. Ground ball to third, but it's foul. 0-1. Game after this is between the Lander Logos and the Calgary Blues. Right now, Premier up on the Spartans, 9-0. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch breaks away. 1-1. A ball and a strike to Sauvé. That one comes in tight. 2-1. That one bounces to the plate. Now 3-1 to Sauvé. On deck is Ben Longo, hoping for a chance. The 3-1 from Stone. It's fouled back. Count runs full now, 3-2. 70th pitch for Stone with this next one here. Here's the pitch. That is flared out to right. Carlson coming in. He slides and makes the catch. A fantastic play in right to end the inning. 1-2-3 goes Premier. They lead 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning to continue your coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on mybasin.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Bottom of the sixth inning in a 9-0 ball game. Calgary leads the Rock Springs Spartans. First pitch to Owen Patterson is taken for a ball, 1-0. Mossop still on the mound for Calgary. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. So the count is 2-0. Couple of defensive swaps for Calgary as Tursa moves over to short and Bond is now in right. Cooley plays third. Here's the 2-0. Is taken for a strike on the inner third, 2-1. The right-hander Mossop comes set. Here's the pitch. Bounces in the dirt. 3-2. And just by looking at him, I'm not sure exactly how tall Corbin Mossop is. but he's quite a bit taller than the rest of the pitchers we've seen in this tournament. So he's got a long stride that makes his fastball look maybe a little bit quicker than it would be otherwise because he's got an extra few inches of wingspan. It might not seem like a lot, but coming downhill, that's why tall pitchers have such an advantage. Here's the 3-1 on the way from Mossop. That one comes in high and tight and misses to Patterson. He's going to get aboard at first. And that will bring up Kyle Cahill, who's 0 for 2 today. Here's the first pitch to Cahill. It is a ground ball out towards second. Herkin tossing it off to Tursa for one. The back end is in time, and they roll up 2. 4 to 6 to 3 on the double play. And that brings up Sean Stone. Sean Stone is without a plate appearance, or an at-bat rather. In his 2 plate appearances, he's walked twice. First pitch to him from Mossop. It's a strike right down Main Street. Right-hander Mossop gets the sign from Ivers, the new catcher for Calgary. Here's the pitch. It's popped up in the infield. Herkin, the second baseman, back a few steps, makes the catch and retires the side. Headed to the top of 7, and Calgary leads 9-0 in your continuing coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest at Calgary Stadium on mybasin.com.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Top of the 7th inning, and Ben Longo to lead things off for the Calgary Premier Ball Club. Takes ball 1 low, 1-0. Longo, Schaefer, then Herkin do up this half for Calgary. They lead 9-0. Here's the 1-0. Sean Stone still on the bump for Rock Springs. He's into his 4th inning of work. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 2 Ks. Here's the 2-0. Is taken wide. Now 3-0. Longo 2 RBI already today on a 1-for-2 afternoon. The pitch from Stone. Longo takes strike 1. It's a 3-1 count. Pitch number 75 for Stone. Here it is. It is taken for strike 2. That one was a couple of inches off the plate, but called strike 2. Ben Longo awaits the full count pitch. And it's in the air to center field. Walker going back, under it now, and makes the catch for the first out. Bring up Dylan Schaefer, who's 0 for 3 today. Outfield backs up a little bit. The center fielder Walker shaded a bit towards the right. And Schaefer stepping in. Here's the first pitch from Sean Stone. Bounces in the dirt. 1-0. Beautiful day for baseball here at Calgary Stadium. About 90 degrees right now from Klamath Falls. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball foul down the first base line as the wind tends to change positions as the night goes on. Right now, blowing to left field a little bit, but by 7 o'clock tonight, you can probably bet on the wind blowing out to dead center field. And that definitely helps a few home runs. We've had 4 home runs hit in this tournament, and 3 of them have been hit in the nightcap. So that's popped foul. Ball and 2 strikes. The Falcons have 3 of the home runs hit this tournament. 1 other credited to the Clark County Cubs. Again, Game 3 of the afternoon was scheduled for 4 o'clock local time, about 10 minutes away. The 1-2 on the way to Schaefer. And he fouls it off. But likely going to be on a bit of a delay because the first game of the day ran long. So we will pick up the third game of the afternoon 40 minutes after the conclusion of this one, and we'll be sure to let you know what time that is specifically at the conclusion of this ball game as Calgary leads 9-0. Schaefer steps back in for the 1-2. Here's the pitch. That is going to be called ball 2. The 2-2 is a line drive to left center field. That is going to find some green and roll to the fence. Rounding first and headed for second is Schaefer. He could keep on going. He's headed for third. Hit the cutoff man Patterson, and it gets by him. A stand-up triple for Schaefer with 1 away in the top of the 7th. Ten hits in the ball game now for the Premier Ball Club, and that will bring up Carter Herkin. Pardon me, Cole McKinnon to bat now. McKinnon this season batting .214. Here's the pitch. Takes strike 1 on the outer third. 0-1. Small lead off a third from Schaefer. Here's the 0-1. Comes in and misses inside. Ball and a strike. O'Brien holding the runner Schaefer at third. The 1-1 pitch. Taken high and away, ball 2. 9-0 the score in the top of the 7th. Calgary leads. And Stone from the stretch comes set. That is called strike 2. Again, on the outside portion of the zone, McKinnon shaking his head. It's the first chance he's gotten to bat in this game, but not only that, it's the first time he's gotten to look at this strike zone. Most of the other batters have been able to adjust today on the outside corner, being given a couple inches, but not the case for McKinnon. He sends one into center field. That'll be a base hit. That's going to score Schaefer, and Calgary up now 10-0. McKinnon with the RBI single. And that's going to bring up Justin Ivers. Ivers 1 for 1 today. He has walked twice. It's his 4th plate appearance. Modest lead off of first for McKinnon. Stone steps off. And I think they're going to ask for him to wipe off home plate. And that is the case. Ivers, the left-handed hitter, steps in. Here's the pitch. Comes inside and misses in. 1-0. That is flared out to left field. Carlson in, and he makes the catch on the run. A nice play in left to record the second out. Ivers is retired, and that brings up Jackson Tursa. Tursa is 1 for 1 today with an RBI.
43, Jackson Tursa.
His team up 10-0. 5 runs in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. 1 more in the 6th, and 1 here in the 7th. That's how Premier has built a 10-run lead. Ten runs on 11 hits, no errors for Calgary. No runs on 3 hits and 2 errors for Rock Springs. The 1-0. It's taken for a strike, 1-1. Few step lead off of first by McKinnon. The pitch. That one is popped foul, a ball and 2 strikes. McKinnon able to take a pretty good lead off of first as Stone is hardly even checking him. So you can see the right-hander hardly paying any attention to McKinnon. He's a few steps off of first. He checks him once. McKinnon the extra step, and now a line drive into left field and a base hit. 2-out single puts runners at first and second now for Corbin Mossop. Corbin Mossop getting his first crack at things this afternoon. Came in relief of Adam Lehman as the pitcher and getting his first AB with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Takes the first pitch, 1-0. Big lead for McKinnon off a second. Here's the 1-0. Taken for a strike on the fastball middle away. 1-1. The 1-1 is a bouncing ball, foul. 2 balls and a strike. Stone is ready for his 97th pitch of the afternoon. Here's the pitch. It is a ground ball to third. Snagging it is O'Brien. He's going to take it to the bag himself and end the inning. Premier up 10-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning as we continue your coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium on myden.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Bottom of the 7th inning and Aiden Walker to bat. It's still Corbin Mossop on the mound for Calgary. Line drive into center field. Schaefer back a few steps. That's well over his head. That's going to one-hop the wall. Walker headed into second. He gets up there standing. A leadoff double. So it's a leadoff double for Walker. And that brings up O'Brien. As he takes ball one wide. Ethan O'Brien today. Take a look at him. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. The 1-0. Taken inside, now 2-0. Lead off is second by Walker. Here's the 2-0. Going to be taken low and away, 3-0. Mossop delivers the 3-0 pitch. It's taken outside for strike one. Full count pitch. That is taken for ball 4. So runners at first and second with nobody out for Caden Pluid. No, pardon me. It is not Pluid hitting now. It's going to be Caden Mikesell. The 1-0 to Mikesell on the way from Mossop. Popped foul. Count moves now to 1-1. 10-0 the score, and Calgary leads. Here's the pitch. Curveball comes inside, then skips away from Ivers. But the runners are staying put, now 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Comes inside. Mikesell scoots out of the way, now 3-1. This will be Mossop's 23rd pitch of the afternoon. The right-hander looks in and gathers the sign from Ivers. Here's the pitch. Checks a swing, and that's a walk. So the bases are juiced with nobody out. Hudson Conrad. He's going to bat after. Oh, 0-2 count to Hudson Conrad. Here's the pitch. It is a ground ball right back to the mound. Mossop knocks it down. He's going to take the easy play to first. It was a low throw, but Longo picks it. Nice play there to record 1 out. And now Rock Springs is on the board with runners at second and third. Give Conrad the RBI, and that brings up Sabin Carlson. Sabin Carlson takes ball 1, low and away. Carlson is 0 for 2 today. He's struck out once in the ballgame. The 1-0. It's taken outside. 2-0. The score 10-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Spartans still have got a long way to go at this point, just looking for base runners. You can't hit an 8-run home run, so just trying to keep them rolling, get them on, get them over, and get them in. Tall mountain to climb as Calgary tries to slam the door. The 2-0 pitch. It's taken inside, 3-1. The 3-0 misses. Now breaking for the plate is O'Brien, and he is going to score. Advancing to third is Mike Sell. And so the score now 10-2. Carlson aboard at first. Chase Shelley to bat now. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon. Middle infield at double play depth. Tursa at short. Herkin at second. Here's the pitch. No, it's a move over to first, and back safely is Carlson. Mossop comes set, and the pitch. It's going to be taken low and away for a ball, 1-0. And Mossop suddenly having a bit of trouble finding the strike zone here. He has walked 4 batters in the game. Here's the 1-0. That one is hit deep to left field. Over is Bond. He is going to make the catch. Tagging from third is Mike Sell. The throw was a bullet, but just a little bit wide. 2 away in a 10-3 ball game. And that was so the third run of the game did not score. In fact, the runner from third, Mike Sell, left before the ball was caught, so he didn't tag up properly, so that is the ball game. 10-2, the final score, as the Calgary Premier Ball Club held on to win this game. We'll recap the tournament as we have it so far and let you know how the playoffs are shaping up when we come back. Continuing coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Final score today, 10-2, as the Calgary Premier Ball Club took care of Rock Springs, Wyoming this afternoon. 10 runs on 11 hits, no errors for Calgary. For Rock Springs, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. We'll recap this game for you as the winning pitcher is Adam Lehman. He went 4 2/3, gave up 3 hits, no runs. He walked 3 and struck out 8. The losing pitcher is going to be Owen Patterson, who pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Sean Stone came in relief of Patterson, pitched 5 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, each of them were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Corbin Mossop came in for Calgary and slammed the door in this ball game. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 error, and 4 walks, along with 1 strikeout. So with this win for Calgary, they claim the 2 seed coming out of the National League. So we'll go down the standings. Nelson won the National League group as they finished 3-0. So they're headed to the semifinal, and they will play in the 7 o'clock game tomorrow against the 2 seed from the American League, which is yet to be decided. We'll get to that in just a second. The 2 seed from the National League is the Calgary Premier Ball Club. They will play in the other semifinal. They will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The 2 teams headed to the consolation is the 1-2 Clark County Cubs. They are playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And then we've got the Rock Springs Spartans to play at 10 a.m. tomorrow, the 4 seed in the National League. They have a tournament record of 0-3. Coming up in just a bit, the Lander Logos take on the Calgary AAA Blues to decide who is going to be the 3 and 4 seeds coming out of the American League. And then after that, the Klamath Falls Falcons play Kelso Premier to find out who wins the American League and who is runner-up. Of course, both of those teams already in the semifinal, Klamath and Kelso. Just have to see who is placed where and who is going to match up with who in the semifinals, which begin tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Stick around with us, though, because coming up at about 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit before, we'll get a short start time in a little while, but a 40-minute pause between the 2 games. So stick with us. Coming up in just a bit, the Lander Logos take on the Calgary AAA Blues in the 3rd game of the day at the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium. This is Josh Eldridge saying so long.